This is the drone you're looking for.
I never tell these things work. Alright, here's this little drone. You see, find something I can point with. Yeah. Freaking kitchen knife. So this is like a Bluetooth module. This is a GPS antenna. There's a CAN hub over here. This is the DIN plug for all of the motor controls, because it's a PC board where it takes all the power to the engines or the motors. This is a satellite for the receiver. There's a landing gear retractor. There's an independent power supply for lights and accessories. What's over here? Oh, yeah, the Spectrum receiver is over here, as well as the LED for the NASA flight controller. It's over here. And yeah, so, oh yeah, you can't see where the dam, can you? Sorry, my bad. Oh, let's get about here. There it is. So last time I flew this puppy, I don't know, I have to look at the records. I had I don't know, about 10, something like 10 flights. And these are the props I was using, these big Mamacitas. So here's the thing. These are really fat. I am really good at putting things together and analyzing how to do things and studying. Because one thing I'm lousy at, and that's high math. No doubt about it. I suck at high math. I suck at too complex computer software problem, you know. I mean, it's just not something I learned to do well. So anyway, the equations on the size of the propeller versus the torque of the motor and the horsepower and all that, I looked at it and it makes no sense to me at all. But, you know, play around with different props, and it flew, but it always acted kind of screwy. And by screwy, I mean it would just wander. It knew where it wanted to be, but it just kind of was never happy. It was just always kind of correcting. And I think it's because these props are so big that they're making too much lift for this empty with no weight on it. What I really need is a higher angle attack, lower, smaller size prop to go on here, that so the motors have to really be spinning up to make the horsepower, or whatever you call it, the lift. So after doing some studying, I realized that that's about the difference. See, they're almost the same length, but they're not as fat. These, I got a bunch of these. I don't know what I'll do with them. Make something. So that's what I'm gonna do. Here's the thing. I had to stop working on this when I retired because I had just too big of a task and stuff on my plate. So I stored it away, and then it's been years now, and I'm gonna get this thing back running. I need to make, this is part of it, I need to make a battery box that can be quick change the battery, and a mount for a camera. And the camera mount is something that I can put a dummy weight on, so I can weight it down on a presumed load, because something this size, the calculation says it should be able to carry about 5 to 8 kilos if it was just really going. Depends on how long you want it to fly. So I'm just talking about a camera or something like that, you know. Big toy. Anyway, and again, something completely different. So stand by. It's like the, wait a minute, before somebody calls me on it and asks me. Let's see. That is 38 inches from the centers of the electric motor. So 38 inches across. What's that in millimeters? I don't know. Cool. I'm seeing if this battery is going to be resurrectable for any reason at all. Yeah, for those that know, this is actually a really big honking LiPo battery, and it's all swelled up. This used to look like that one until I cut it apart and pulled one cell out and converted it, but I think I heard end of the road. But I need to check and see if I can charge this guy. So I'm charging these batteries for this little drone over. I had this little drone. There it is. So about the time I retired, was getting ready to retire, several things conspired, and I had this drone. I had been flying it for, you know, running test flights and trying to dial it in, but it just got to the point where I had to pack everything up and retire. One thing led to another, and now here I was like 3 or 4 years later, 5 years, I can't remember now. So I'm gonna finish it and get it, you know, airworthy again, so I can get rid of it. You know, if I can show it flying, I can sell it. If I can't show it flying, I can give it away for cheapness. So this drone has about a 1 meter wingspan, or tip of the props across. You know, it's pretty big. Probably carry 5 kilos. Who knows? Anyway, there was a time when I was building these things furiously, and this only got 2 left. This was one of them. Stand by. Okay, so I'm standing way over here because those are all new props. I just flicked it on and boy, she's running. I got the props on the wrong side, so that it's pushing down. So it thinks it's trying to take off, but it's actually pushing it against the table. So it's a 20-minute timer. So we're hitting 3.5 minutes or so in a few seconds. Just run it at medium. It just keeps increasing power, and it's done no change in the stick. I think it expects to be lifting. rudder, right stick. I'm getting good differential both ways. See, that's the roll. Let's see if I can get a... See, I'm way over here. If the propellers don't fly off while I'm here, I'm going to trust them. You can see it torquing. Watch this. To the right, left. All right. I'm going to turn down the radio. So I'm in the other side out the door. I'm going to see what this thing will do. Now I've turned the propellers the right side up. Hold on. I got to make sure this thing's recording. Oh yeah. Let's see. Just idling away. Let's see, how's this work?
Gear up.
Alright, she's flying. Get a little throttle. That's the roll. You can see it flexing. Push forward. Reverse. This would be twisting on the axis, which is hard to do. But this is going forward. Let's just go straight up. Let's see what. Give some horsepower here. Let's see. Something weird. Let's see, let's do this again. Making weird noises. Like it's got no voltage. Oh, that's weird. It's like the battery's just totally dead. Something's not right. was odd. Start over.
Okay, so I was getting really confused doing this because it didn't seem to have any throttle position. It didn't have full throttle, and it was driving me nuts. I kept poking at it, and then I realized what the problem was, is that this thing has a GPS mode, so it can, guide itself back. And it was set on GPS mode, and since it could not see a GPS satellite, it was like it didn't want to go too fast. So, yeah, that's the friggin' problem.
That's manual. Thus ends the test. Everything's working perfectly. It's got GPS mode, manual mode, attitude mode. If in attitude mode, it's like for stunts. I ain't flying that dude in the stunt at all. Too friggin' big.
So, while you look at these pictures, I'm kind of stuck now because this drone uses an app on a computer to set the parameters, and sometime in the last few years DJI stopped supporting it, and so I'm still trying to figure out how to hook this thing up so I can analyze all the settings in the computer or on an app, and it's pain. So that's the end of this video. It may be a while before I get it going again to try and finish it. Plus, I need to go test fly it, and it's so big that I have to go a long ways out because there's so much restricted airspace around where I live. So, yep, stay tuned for more in the future. Appreciate you watching. Have a great one.